Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Ron Harrison, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. How's everybody doing this week? Hope everybody's had a great week. Trying to stay warm here in Ohio. I don't know how you all are doing, but that's what we're doing here. So without further ado, joining me tonight, as always, I got my group of greatest co-hosts ever. First off, we got Ron Harrison. How are you, Ron?
Hey, doing great tonight, Tim.
Doing great tonight. You
A
stay.
little cold down here in Bama, and be cold for the next couple of mornings. But then, it's looking like it should be warming up into the mid 70s again. So, for 6, 7, 8 days. So that's good.
Oh yeah, 70s would work. We'd take that right now.
Yeah, that's why, of course, we don't have the well in yet. We're hoping to get that in this week, so I don't have to worry about any water freezing. It's supposed to be down to 30 in the morning, 32 the next morning, and it'll be up in the 40s. But yeah, don't have to worry about any water freezing or anything.
No, not yet. I don't know if it'll get that cold for a while down there. If it gets that, does it ever get that cold down there?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, they said they've had some snow, but it's nothing like what I just moved out of and away from.
Right. So you shouldn't have no worries.
They said if it gets any kind of snow on the ground here, the whole area shuts down for weeks.
I can believe it down there. Yep, I believe it. I sure do. Well, good. I'm glad you're doing okay and you're getting things done, right?
Yeah, we've been working on the house every day. I got our range hooked up, so that's working. The hood over the range, got it installed, and we took the vanity apart because we wanted to repaint the vanity that we had, and we did that. And
nice.
Putting the new faucet fixtures in. I still have all the lighting and stuff to put up, and
she's getting
tomorrow
there.
morning. Tomorrow we're going to try to get the master bedroom primed and painted, and then that'll just leave craft room, bathroom, and utility room left to do. And it's coming around. It's
getting there. Nice. You need to start posting some pictures.
Yeah, I'd like to. Well, I will when it's done. We want to get the stove set up too. I've got pipe ordered for that, so we can put the wood burning stove in.
Oh yeah, okay.
And through the roof kit.
Bet you wish you had that tonight.
As soon as that. Oh, right now all we're using is a couple electric heaters, and it's rough trying to. The house this size, trying to bring the temperatures up just a few degrees, it takes all day.
Oh, of course it does. Especially, it definitely would. Well, you get that stove in there, though. You could throw a couple logs in, you'd be toasty, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a nice, I'm not familiar with a catalytic stove. I've always just had fireplaces, but
right.
Yeah, it's one of those wood-burning catalytic stoves that you can close up and adjust it, and it doesn't just burn your wood away.
Oh, okay. Cool. Sounds interesting.
Pretty nice.
Hey, it's a heat source,
It'll work.
Heck yeah. Awesome, brother. Well, I'm glad you made it tonight.
You bet, brother.
Awesome. All right. Also joining us tonight, we got Mr. Rich Cooley. How are you, Rich?
Pretty good. How's everyone tonight?
Doing good, man. What's happening in Cooley's world?
Oh, I got all kinds of stuff going on. I just painted the pump and my water pump, and I installed a T-fitting on there to be able to prime it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to yank on the foot valve.
Right.
So there'll be none of that. I'm going to pre-fill it and fire it up. I don't have water instantly.
Oh, good. So what color did you paint the pump?
Yellow.
Yellow? Okay.
Yep, yellow, and then my fitting is black. So, and then I'm going to have gator locks on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about screwing nothing on, nothing. It's all gator locks, quick connectors. And
oh, good.
I'm designing it that way. When I'm in a hole and I hit clay, what I'm going to do is go up, turn the dredge off, take the connection off my water pump,
right?
Just disconnect that hose, hook up my hose that I have connected to a fire nozzle that you get at Harbor Freight, one of those little red ones. It's going to be an 1.5-inch hose running to it with a 2-inch adapter. It's going to plug right into my pump, fire it up, have water sit in the hole and blast, get everything all nice, soft, and gushy, and then turn it off, hook everything back up the dread, suck the material up.
Hey, good idea.
It's going to be all hooked up and ready to go, and I got the engine torque part right now to get a carburetor for it, and redoing that, and Ron's going to hook me up with some dredge riffles. I have a set already, but they're all bent up, so hopefully I put the word out on the OSPA and other people too, but I actually got a hold of Ron, and Ron has a set that I can probably work with, so
good.
As I get them, I'll be getting them, and then hopefully I'll get the other set back that's all bended. I want to have 2 sets, and the reason why is because the set that I originally have is 3/4 inch high.
Okay.
While the one that Ron has is 1 inch high. So I want to try both sets to see which one's going to perform better for me.
Right. No,
I want to have an option. I don't want to be stuck with just one and not knowing I can get better. So.
Oh, heck yeah, that's a good idea.
But everybody knows that's how I am. I gotta find out what's going on. And
these riffles are like new, Rich. You know, I didn't hardly use them before. Pulled out that 3-stage.
Yeah, I bet. So, yeah, because you always run hog matting, so you didn't need no riffles. So
right, and that's kind of why I put the word out on OSPA about it, because I know most of them people run cold hog matting too. So.
Right.
That's why I figured I'd get the word out, but just so happens Ron hooked me up for that. So,
good.
But
you're set.
That's basically what I'm doing, and then I'm going to be getting ready to tear the sluice end apart. But I did take the mattings out, and I actually got a big black tub, took the mattings, shook them all out, and then put that in my pan and panned it out, and I've got probably about 15 pieces of gold and about 2 actually bigger pieces that were stuck in the miners. So
pretty cool. Very nice.
There was still gold in there.
Yep. So. And there still might be.
It's like Frankenstein's laboratory.
It is.
Going on.
Yes.
I mean, you can wash and dip and bang and slam, and it's still gold in there.
It still gets hung up in there somehow. Yeah. Some way. Cool. So what are you talking about?
That's what I'm working with. And then here in about 2 weeks, a week and a half, I'm going to be off hunting. I should be back for the Sunday night show that night, but
okay.
I'm going to go and do some hunting and hopefully fill the freezer.
Right. Yep. Got to. Good job, man. So what are you talking about tonight on Cooley's Corner?
We're going to cover 2 things. Okay. Actually, if you look in the DIY site up there, you go on the DIY, and there's a drop-down that says DIY plans. Click on that. Inside there, the first one, actually Shad hooked me up and put it in there because I'm not computer savvy. And it says Bucket Classifier by Rich Cooley. Click on that, and it gives you a drawing. There's basically 2 drawings on there, and then I'll explain everything about it once we start the show. And then I had a suggestion from Carrie Tucker. I wanted to talk a little about drying your gold and what you do after you do your process and how you dry it and all that. And I will ask the team of all the other members here, the hosts, or co-hosts, and see how they do it too. And we'll have like a group discussion thing.
Oh, pretty cool. Nice. I put the link to your bucket classifier in the chat room, and I'll make sure I keep posting it throughout your discussion too.
Oh, okay.
That way they can just click that and bing right to it, and they can see it. Way to go. Looking forward to that tonight. It's going to be a interesting topic. I checked out. Nice job, Rich, on them for sure, buddy. So if somebody's wanting one, that's the route to go for sure.
Yep, I'm going to explain everything about it, what to do, what not to do, and they're cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, we all
the
got
most expensive thing, I think, is the daggone screws and nuts and washers that come in a little kit you can get. But you could build probably 4 buckets for that.
Heck, you can't beat that. You got your whole set, right? Very cool. Yeah, look forward to that, Rich. Thank you, buddy. It's going to be interesting. And thank you for being here. Okay. Are you there, Rich?
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. I was reading the chat room.
Oh,
Sorry.
Thought I lost you for a minute. No worries.
No.
Okay, also joining us tonight, we got Miss Kathleen Biffle. How are you, Kathleen?
Well, I just cannot wait until November's over.
Why?
I think, well, Christmas is coming. You know how I love Christmas. Just as much as, Christy likes Halloween.
Yeah, good point.
I was joking around with Shad that I wanted to put the Christmas lights up already. So,
Well, you can.
But just spending the weekend at home. Spent some time with my mom and had to do some work just to catch up on some things. But next weekend, hopefully, I can do a short little trip prospecting.
Oh God, I don't know how you do it.
Just a short one though. It won't be any place too far.
Right, like a day trip or something.
Perhaps.
Not like a 2-dayer.
No, not next weekend.
No, just to go out, do a little bit of dredging, get it off.
It may be like a one-nighter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just something to get it out of your system again for a while, and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
But then I got a 3-day weekend coming up, so that'll be the long one.
And, oh, you're going to try to go then, too. Ooh,
Yes.
It just keeps getting colder. I don't know how you do it. God, you're amazing.
It's getting colder?
Yeah, it's getting colder. I'm freezing now. And it snowed
I
yesterday.
was driving in the snow yesterday.
You got,
The flurries.
yeah, but we had flurries. So
And I was looking, out at the trees. I'm like, wow, I kind of wish I was in the creek right now.
oh my God. You and Carrie.
Yeah, and I sent Carrie a message and I said, is it crazy that I want to be in the water today?
She was probably all for it, too.
Probably.
Yes, she was.
She probably said, no, it's not. I'm thinking the same thing.
Yes.
Why aren't we in the creek?
She at least cleaned gold this weekend. I didn't have a minute to do that. I was so busy.
Oh.
Not a free moment.
Oh, and I know that makes you crazy because we know if you're not looking for it, you like to be cleaning it. That is for sure, right?
Yeah, I still haven't gone through what I got last weekend.
Oh, really?
No.
Man, you're getting backed up.
I know. That always happens.
Yeah. Well, maybe there will come a time this year that it's too cold for you to go and you can get caught up on all your material. What do you think?
Then, Shad and I are planning our anniversary gold experience. So that's been challenging because, you got a budget.
Right.
Make sure you make the most of your time and money. So that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Dang.
But we usually make the most of it. So
if you get to go on your little vacation one, was it going to be somewhere warm or hot?
Well, it'll be warmer than Ohio.
Okay, warmer than Ohio. So that's kind of just like a little hint.
Yeah, it will be warmer than Ohio.
Warmer than Ohio. Where
and
could
there'll
that
be more
be?
gold than Ohio.
Where could that be? I just wonder.
Where could that be?
Man, warmer than Ohio. More gold than Ohio. I just wonder.
We still have it narrowed down to 2 places.
Okay.
But we're doing the pros and cons, and then once we have it definitive, I will announce.
All right, yeah, let us know. I wonder if we should start taking guesses on where it's going to be and see what we do on everything else. I
know.
I know one place. I know one place already. But
where are you saying, Rich? I'm going to say.
I'm not saying.
Oh, I'm gonna say because we always do. Like you guys saying
You
when
guys
I was
can
gonna
speculate.
Like when you said I'm gonna arrive at Bill's. So we got to do this. And when's Dennis literally gonna arrive? Things like so. I'm gonna say.
When is Tim?
I'm thinking one is probably North Carolina.
Okay, all right. I'm going close to there. I'm gonna go Georgia. So.
Okay.
See, Rich, you're saying NC. I'm saying Georgia.
Those are both good guesses.
They're good guesses.
That's all I'm going to say.
Anybody else want to weigh in on this? Have at it. That's my guess. And then when she announces it, we'll just see who is closest. State-wise.
You don't win anything.
No, you don't win
You're right.
anything. But with,
You don't get to come along or anything.
you just get the glory and the pride of knowing, hey, I was right. So
There you go.
see, oh, somebody else said North Carolina.
Probably Western Tennessee.
You're saying
Western
Tennessee, Ryan?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
West-
I mean, not Western.
Tennessee?
Eastern Tennessee there, yeah.
Okay,
Eastern Tennessee.
Eastern Tennessee for Ron. I don't know.
That Eastern Tennessee is beautiful.
See, Lee said
A lot of
Darth saying
too.
Virginia. Lee said Arizona. They're bouncing around. I think Arizona's a little too far.
And then we get to Utah,
Utah. Oh,
Virginia.
yeah. See,
All those places are viable
they're
choices.
possibilities, right?
They are all possibilities. But
It could be any one of those or none of them. So we will have to see when she announces it where it's going to be. Yep. I hope it's Georgia. Or close to it. So I win. So I win nothing.
we're going to show up in Alabama on Ron's doorstep.
Oh, yeah. Nobody even mentioned Alabama.
Ring the doorbell.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. Time to go dredging. We're here.
We're
The
here.
winner will receive one. The winner will receive one frozen koi.
We're going to pan the dirt of piles of dirt in your yard.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We brought our wash plant.
Yeah, that's the wash plant. And run all Ron's dirt.
Ron, have you thought about doing that though? Seriously.
Oh, we've gone through some of the dirt. That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
I haven't gone through any of this up here because we're living on top of it all. You know, because when the excavator, cut off the top of this hill that we put the house up on top of, it was all he could do to just get some dirt to make it wide enough to where we could, build a home up here because it was just all rock.
Oh.
But this is up on top of the hill. Down below, they've did some high banking in that creek I've got, that Johns Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they didn't find anything. I think Robert got down, I don't know, they said 3 or 4 foot down and never did find anything, never hit anything.
Wow.
So, but that's a lot of overburden from all the past floods and stuff down at the bottom.
Oh,
I'm going to hit the creek up kind of where it goes between the canyon and my neighbor's house, where it goes up in there. I want to hit some of those places up in there and do some digging into it. I plan on doing that.
Cool. No, maybe.
Once I get into this thing and get it done, I've got plans of hitting a lot of places.
We hope.
Go exploring.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Go explore.
Yeah, go explore. Do some.
Go wander.
Wander a little, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Well, make sure you let us know, Kathleen, when you're ready. All right, cool. And I want to thank you for being here tonight. Okay?
Good to
Awesome. And also joining us, last but not least, our little buddy, the Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Mr. Dennis Dayton. How are you, Dennis?
Oh, well, I'm feeling a little under the weather this weekend.
That's why I didn't pick on
I have some. Yeah, that's why I took the wife out Friday. Actually, a lot of things happened this weekend besides me being sick, but took the wife out Friday. We went to the casino, and we went and seen the cover band, Kiss cover band, which was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, she got on a slot. She hit a little bit of cash all Friday night.
Cool.
On the slot. Yeah, it was. But that's when I really started feeling it, and the drive home was miserable. Pretty much, huh?
Nothing worse than driving when you're sick, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. It was. It wasn't a fun drive home. But besides, pretty much sleeping in bed all weekend, I purchased the lot and trailer on the other side of me. I was, originally we bought these 2 lots and 2 trailers where we're at.
Right.
And the one trailers that some people that had seen some of my previous videos, one of our trailers had burnt down, probably about, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. And we were actually getting ready to put in a really nice, we were going to put in a kind of like one of those Amish built sheds. And the lot and the trailer on the other side of us come available. So we just bought that.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to have, that way I can get all my equipment inside instead of covering, everything with tarps and stuff, and it not looking like Sanford and Son outside of my yard. But I have a nice little, I guess it'll be a nice man cave, because that's where I'll get, electric turned on, heat turned on, and be able to run cons and equipment and all kinds of stuff in there. So.
Oh, that'd be cool. Good.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Of course, I couldn't do anything this week. Well, this weekend we were supposed to go to Avon, and like I said, I was sick and I couldn't. So.
All right. Yeah.
But other than that,
are you on your normal work schedule now that you'll be here Wednesday and Sunday?
Yep, midnight to 8 this week.
Okay, so you're good then.
And oh yeah. Well, I know I'm back to my regular schedule this week, and the week after that, Kevin's he has to burn another week's vacation before he gets another 5 weeks vacation. So yeah, I'm on normal schedule this week, and next week he's taking another week's vacation. So it's use it or lose it. That's one of the things about being on an 8-hour shift. You never know if. You never know when they're going to take their vacation, whether you're either going to have to go in early or stay over.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to lose no vacation. It's like, no, you earned it. Don't want to lose it. Well, he would have either took it or cashed it in, but okay.
At least why cash it in? You earned it. You might as well take it.
Heck yeah, you might as well. Man, any time off work with pay is good time. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's you work hard enough, you deserve it. So it's nice to just enjoy it. So you didn't get to go out to the creek. I know you were supposed to go.
I know John went Friday, and he said he was doing some, I guess, garage prospecting today. Mm-hmm. So I got to get a hold of John and Derek and find out what the plan is, since I couldn't make, Well, he went Friday, and I taken the wife out, but we were still supposed to go Saturday, Sunday. So, and of course that didn't happen. So I don't think anybody actually went out over the weekend.
No.
But I should have my new shoes in, my wet shoes, because the other ones I have holes in them.
Yeah, you got you some.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Well, I mean, because you get in the water when you got your wetsuit on, it's not bad at all. I mean, you warm up real fast. You don't get cold.
Yeah.
And my wet shoes, they finally, that last outing that we had at Bill's, the Crony Club outing, I finally got where I was pulling them on, it kind of ripped a little bit, so. And I noticed it when we had went dredging at Jonathan's place there, the Little Piece of Paradise, so.
All right, did you need
my new shoes should be in this week.
You need some new water shoes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got water shoes. They're called my tennis shoes. That's what I have. I ain't got no water
shoes. I've got the gloves, man. Those gloves, your fingers definitely won't get cold at all.
Really?
So I mean, when I get the shoes, I'm good to go.
Man. Yeah, I guess so. If you guys like being in that cold water, you got to be ready for it.
Well, I mean, when you think of it, really, if you have a wetsuit in the mill, and maybe that's one thing Rich can talk about on another one of his segments. There's different thicknesses of wetsuits, and you get one thick enough, you get in that water, you don't get cold. You're not going to get cold.
Right.
You're gonna. I mean, the initial just for a split second, then, but it's just a split second, and then it just keeps you warm.
That's a good idea, though. Maybe one week Rich will cover that and be a heck of a topic.
Do a wetsuit, topic for a wetsuit,
Heck yeah.
And the gloves work good. When I was up there on the Rogue River, I bought me 2 or 3 pairs. I've still got 2 new pair, and I got a couple new pair of dive boots. But what you do with those gloves, they were like 5 mil, and they're really warm when you're in cold water. And then just dip the fingertips, in that Plasta dip. Because you wear out. You're paying so much for good dive gloves. I mean, they're expensive. But if you're going to go that route, just get some Plasta dip and
dip them.
Coat the tips on them, because you'll wear the tips out moving rocks.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Probably quick, too, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
I got it on my list, so
Do you
we'll cover it sometime.
Rich has got it on his list. Plastic, or for the topic of wetsuits, Rich?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, that'd be a
that'd
good
be good.
idea. See, I don't even know how thick mine is. You know, I don't think I think mine's like a thin one. Like, what's the thin one? 5 or 3?
3.
3's the thin one.
I think that's what.
Yeah,
mine
3,
is.
5, and 7.
I think mine's a 3 or 5. It's not no 7. 7's the warmer one, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's the
Yeah.
lower the
3
number,
feet.
the thinner.
I
Okay.
got 3 and a 14 mm.
Dang.
Wow.
Kathleen,
Well,
what's
the
that?
5, which
Well,
is almost 10.
7,
because
but
of
it's-
Farmer John. Yeah.
14 mm. It's over your body, because it's
Oh,
Farmer
yeah.
John's.
Right.
Yeah.
So wearing your bibs and then you put your jacket on over your vitals and everything, yeah, it's equal to like 14 mm.
Okay. And Kathleen, what's that
Keeps
one
you
you're
pretty warm.
using?
Mine?
Yeah. What's that? A 5 or 7?
I have a 5, and
Okay.
then the Farmer
It's a
John
10. Yeah.
having a 10.
Yep.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was super hot wearing
Okay.
it the last time, but it'll be nice this winter. I mean, last winter I just had a 5 and I wore my waders over them.
hmm
I was fine.
All
I
right.
mean, my feet got cold,
Right.
and you had to take breaks. Don't get me wrong, but
Right. Yeah, I
was-
think it's
wasn't
it's best. I think it's best to use your 5s or even your 10s, and then put in your waders
Oh,
because the first thing that goes cold on me is my feet and my hands. So even though you have a 10 on your body or even a 5 on your body, your feet's gonna get cold quick,
mhm.
Yeah.
unless you got insulated shoes.
oh my gosh, we got these diving shoes.
Once your feet get cold, it's over with.
Yeah, I'm done. My hands and feet get cold, I'm done.
You can't warm up.
Nope.
No.
We got this time. We have these dive socks and these 6mm diving shoes with the hard soles.
Oh wow,
And oh my gosh, my feet were sweating.
wow!
I can't wait to try those out this winter.
Now,
You have to have
Well,
Shad
that's
send me that
what
link.
I wore during the PS event. If anyone noticed, that's what I was wearing down there in the water. We're most wearing tennis shoes and stuff. Yeah, I have my dive boots on because they're warm.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, in the summer, I'm okay with my swimming
Different.
shoes, but
Right.
Too.
I don't know, Kathleen. I got some of them ones that they showed on TV that you're walking in water and your feet don't get wet.
yeah.
Do you see them on
Yeah.
TV?
Yeah.
And my mom
Yeah.
actually gave me a pair of them, and they actually got like metal in them.
Nice.
They're weird, but they keep your feet dry and warm. I haven't tried them yet because they look goofy.
Are they the ones that say you don't need shoes? You
Yeah.
can walk on the rocks with
Yeah,
them and all that.
Yeah, because they got like metal stitching in them. It's like, but they keep your
Wow.
feet dry and warm.
Mine aren't that fashionable, but they keep
Oh,
me
these
warm.
are fashionable. If I put on some black low shoes, you'd think I had Michael Jackson socks on. I'm telling you, they are.
They're not like my
sparkly.
double bow pumps.
Oh, these are sparkly. It's like, why do socks got metal threads in them? It's like, I don't have a clue. I'm like, all right, Mom, if you say so. She's like, yeah, I ordered like 2 pairs of them. I want you to have a pair. I'm like, okay. So I took them. I have not had the, we'll say, the courage to wear them yet, but maybe I'll just put them on and stick my feet in the tub, see if they get wet. We'll try them that way. Other than that, I don't know.
Try them out.
I'll try them out. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if they keep you nice and dry, and toasty
Oh
warm.
yeah.
I don't know. Well, Thomas said it reflects the heat. I guess the metal in them would reflect the heat, but I don't know. It's just weird, if you ask me. Very, very strange.
I gotta see these now.
Oh, yeah. I'll take a picture and send
I
it to
gotta
you.
see these.
I will. I'll take a picture
I'm
tonight.
picturing some kind of space age moon boot,
No, they're actually quite fashionable.
like what Dennis probably saw at the Kiss concert.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you could. I'm gonna send you a picture of these socks later, Kathleen.
Okay.
You're gonna go, what in the world?
Just post them on the site. We can all see them.
I could do. Well, I don't know. I want everybody to
Yes,
see.
yeah.
They're kind of goofy looking, but I will. I'll do it just so you guys could see, and you may want to order a pair
yeah.
for yourself then.
All right.
Not only for the fashion statement, but for the warmness. and the durability, so to speak. I don't know. Well, Dennis, I hope you feel better, buddy. I want to thank you for being here. As always, I'm glad you're going to be here from now on every week. And
yeah. Well, like besides, like I said, besides, well, if he takes next week, maybe I'll get lucky. He'll cash it in. I doubt it, but if he does take it next week, which I'm sure he will, that means I've got to go in Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So,
okay.
Oh, and I did besides buying the one other thing. Besides getting the trailer and the lot next to me bought and paid for, I also got a good deal on a Harley. So,
oh man,
yeah,
living the dream.
I got rid of my Harley, and I didn't ride it for a year. I didn't ride it this summer at all, and I was having some major withdrawals. And of course, right now it being cold, man, you can find some really good deals on bikes. So,
well, of course you can. That's the time. That's when you want to
so
buy them.
I got the trailer and lot, and I got a Harley. So
it's a buyer's market in the wintertime.
Oh yeah, it's.
Heck yeah!
I got a really good deal on Harley, so I'm happy again. Even if I don't ride it, I at least have it there to where I don't have that. You know what I mean? It's weird because I can have a bike and I might ride it once. Like 1 year, I rode it one time, my other Harley, and I was fine with that because I knew it was there. I could ride it anytime I wanted. But when you don't have it, I think about it all the time.
Oh, I know. When I had a bike, I spent more time cleaning it than riding it. So I said, this is kind of silly.
Yeah.
It's like I don't need one. Because
you probably cleaned the rust off your vehicles, man, as much as you clean.
Yeah,
stuff.
right. That's what I'm saying. I just if I rode it, I spent more time cleaning it than I did when I was out riding it. So I'm like, this is silly.
Right.
It's kind of weird. So I'm kind of glad I don't have one no more. It would make me nuts. But awesome, brother. I'm happy for you. Pretty cool. Yep. All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with Cooley's Corner. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
Just stopped by on my way home to show you all my gold.
You've been digging into some Jimbo's gold pay dirt.
Yeah, Jimbo's gold made me a hero.
Huh?
Got an amazing idea and supplies on sale from Jimbo's website. With bad weather, bored kids, and stressed wife, I threw a panning party for the kids and their friends. All the moms got a break, kids had a blast. Hero.
Happy kids, happy wife, great gold. That's why Jimbo's Gold is always my first choice.
Did you teach panning or share your prospecting knowledge? then you are our hero. Tell us your story for a chance to receive a hero's reward at www.jimbosgold.com/hero.
Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cooley's Corner. Tonight, to start it off, we're going to talk a little bit about bucket classifiers that I built. So if you're interested and you want to see pictures, just go up to the top of the page where it says DIY. And there'll be a drop down for DIY plans. Just click on that, and it's going to take you into where it says Bucket Classifier Rich Cooley. Shad Biffle posted it for me. Thank you, Shad. And in there, basically, we're going to start it off of what you need. Basically, what you need to do is you need to find the right bucket. I usually use either the Home Depot or the Lowe's buckets. And the reason why is because the top of the buckets are regular, but down at the bottom of the narrow part, they're more narrow. So what you need to do is you need to actually put it inside a bucket and make sure it is loose. You cannot have any restriction, you cannot stick or anything at all, because it will not work. Most of the buckets that I have a 3.5 or 3.5 gallon buckets. They're green buckets that I had tar and stuff in. They are like oversized, and this classifier bucket sits in there and wobbles around, has like a 1/2 inch gap on each side, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can get other buckets that have like a 1/4 inch gap on each side. You want it to fit really loose in there, because the process of what you need to do is once you build this thing, you actually put water in your bucket, the one that's on the bottom. You take your classifier bucket and just slide it in the top, and of course it'll fill with water, of course. And you'll take your material out of your dredge or out of your cleanup sluice or out of not your cleanup sluice, but your dredge or your high banker, and you dump it in there. And all you do is you lift up on it and you use it like a washing machine. Twist it back and forth, move it up and down, and it'll classify that material and wash the material. And then all you need to do is, of course, it depends on what classifiers you want. I have a 1/4 inch, and then I have an 1/8 inch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do the 1/4 inch, and I'll lift it up, and I'll actually dump that material in a pan.
Okay.
And I will actually pan that out. And every once in a while, you will get some nice pieces of gold that are stuck to the little rocks in there, and you actually have gold in the pan. So it's a lot easier to pan out because you're panning out, you're screening all the same size material almost.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing 1/4 inch and higher.
Right.
So you'll actually have some, you could have some fine pieces of gold. You can have medium peppery pieces, which I found down at Bill's.
Right.
But I classify all that to 1/4 inch. And then what I'll do is I'll have the 1/8 inch in there underneath it. And I actually do the 1/4 inch first, and then I'll classify the 1/8 inch. And then everything that's left in, and I'll pan the 1/8 inch out. Anything higher than the 1/8 inch, I'll pan it out also, make sure there's no gold in it. And I'll be taking home classified 1/8 inch material.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the side here, on the pictures, basically all you need to do is draw a circle around the bucket. Of course, flip the bucket over, and there's going to be a 1 inch ring the whole way around the outside. Draw a 1 inch ring, and then do a 1 inch strip up and down and a 1 inch strip sideways. And then you're going to cut out the triangles. And that's basically what you have. You have your cutout. So all you do is just take your screen, if you want to use 1/4 inch or if you want to use 1/8 inch. What I did was I draped the screen around the outside and took a black marker and marked it. And then I just cut it out with wire snips. And then, of course, I flipped the bucket over, put the screen down inside, and then drilled some holes and installed. Now, I installed the screws from the inside. I ran the screws down through the holes, through the bucket, and then I put nuts on the bottom. Now, I did have to use washers in on the inside, but they come in little kits. It's called a 1/4-20 machine screw kit, and they actually come with washers, screws, and nuts, and there's usually 50 in a pack. And I got them at Lowe's. So, but I think Home Depot has them also. But you can build a bunch of classifiers with those. And you can either space as many of them out as you want, But I usually leave, I tighten the nuts up. I put a screwdriver in. I have just a cordless drill. And I just put a socket on the end, and I run them up until they start to sink into the plastic, and I call it good. Now, you can cut the ends off if you want, but I don't, because I just leave them hang down. They're only like a ½ inch long, so it really doesn't affect anything. Mm-hmm. It actually makes it sit off the bottom of the bucket, because the studs will hit the bottom of the bucket first, and it kind of raises it up a little bit to give you, because you don't want the bucket sitting flat on the bottom, because it's going to be harder for it to get your material out. You got to have some space for the material to come out when you put it in.
Right.
Now, you can also do it in an 1/8 inch. Now, an 1/8 inch, I used 1/8 inch rivets. Now, you have to have some washers to be able to fit your rivets. So I basically use the rivets from the outside, and then I put the washers in on the inside of the screen. And basically, you just go to Lowe's or any store and just get 1/4 inch screen, and that's what I use, and it lasts a good while. It's pretty easy to do. Just put as many screws or many rivets in as you want to hold it together.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to take notice is make sure you don't have any sharp edges in on the inside. What I usually do is I cut it pretty good to where there's no sharp wickers or anything sticking out on the inside, because eventually you will be sticking your hand in there to smooth around the material, and you don't want to get cut on some of the sharp edges. So I would try to cut it as perfectly round as you can. I would fit it in there and drill some holes in it while it's in place, because once you drill a hole, you're not going to be able to get it lined up again once you take it out. Unless you're a perfect circle cutter, which I'm not. So you got to hold it in place, drill the hole, go ahead and put a nut and bolt in it, and then go to the opposite side and do that. And just work your way around.
Mm-hmm.
But it's right on there on the site. Of course, you insert the screws from the inside and use your the washers and your nuts.
Now, how did you cut the plastic, Rich? Because I know it's pretty thick plastic.
I use a utility knife.
A utility knife?
Yep.
Okay.
Put a sharp blade in it, use a utility knife, and cut the triangles out. And just be careful when you're getting close to the edges where the 1 inches are, especially the bars that go across the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful in them, because it can crack.
Oh, really?
And it'll crack right across if you're a little bit too heavy. Oh. What I usually do is I do the long parts first and get them out of the way, and then I cut the curved part. Because if you do the curved part and then you go over and hit the long part, it can crack the whole way across, and you want to be careful with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks good, though. I mean,
and they look just like the original ones that were on the site before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now they're not in business no more, so you got to make your own.
Mm-hmm. It does. It looks just like them.
But, they're not perfect, but they work, and I've had them for a good while now, and they last, and you don't have to worry about them. Just check them every once in a while, make sure your screws are tight. But if you draw them up and sink the heads into the plastic a little bit, it ain't coming apart.
Cool.
You don't need any lock washers or anything on it. You just put regular nuts on the bottom.
Now, how long did it take you to make a set?
I'd say probably an hour a piece.
Oh, that's not bad.
If that. It's not bad. Cutting it out, cut the metal, drill the holes, put it in, tighten it up.
Fun little afternoon.
About an hour a piece.
Yeah. Fun little afternoon project, right?
Yeah, and they're inexpensive too. I mean, I think the most expensive thing was the daggone screw set.
Mm-hmm.
The screen wasn't really that much. I had rabbit fence already, so I used that. So it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah,
but of course,
cool.
You gotta be careful and make sure you get the right bucket, because if you don't want a bucket that even fits snug in there, you don't want it at all. You want it very loose, because what will happen is if you put too much material in there, when you go to lift it up, it's going to be heavy, and it'll bend your handle or even pop your handle off if you have too much material in there.
Mm-hmm.
What I usually do is if I have a lot of material, I'll usually put like maybe a shovel and a half or 2 shovels worth in there, and then I'll go ahead and mix it and get it classified down, and then I'll add the rest and then classify it down. You know, you don't want to fill the whole thing up half a bucket, or you're going to have a problem. Then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to stick your hand down into the bottom and then rake it across, you know, to get rid of some of all the smaller material until you can lift it up and wash it.
Right.
You know, I've done that many times. I put too much material in it. I'm like, oh, man. So I had to reach my hand down into the bottom, be able to get the water to come up through, and then, you know, just start swishing it back and forth and up and down. Then it'll wash that material off really, really good, and you won't have to worry about it.
Oh,
like I said, you'll have a couple pieces of gold to stick to some of the stones, but always pan it out before you throw it away. You never know if you're going to have a nugget in there.
Oh, I vouch for that.
It also depends on what area you're in. You know, if you're out west and you can get the water and you have half-inch nuggets, then you want to use a half-inch classifier. You know, I mean, that's totally to where you're going to be at.
But they do work. I mean, they work great, those buckets. I like you said, I have the Gold Fever buckets, the original ones, and and like you said, these are the same thing that you've made, but they're just talk about fast.
I mean, it's senseless if you do a 30, 50, and 100 that way. Sure. I mean, you can, but it'll take forever to be able to get the material through it. You know, so I just used a 1/4 inch and the 1/8 inch, but you can do whatever you want.
Sure. I mean, the speed that you can classify the material is just amazing.
Oh, my, yeah. I see people sit there all the time, dump water in the classifier, shake it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Dump
clean.
It. I'm done. I mean,
yeah.
I hate classifying, and Rich made me a bucket, and I don't leave home without it.
Well, no, because now you take your regular bucket classifier that you set on top of a bucket. You gotta dump water on top of it, shake, dump some water on top of it. With the bucket classifiers, what you're making, it's you just stick it down in there, up, down, swish, you're done. Dump it out.
You're going to put your cons in a bucket anyway.
So. Yeah, you go. Yeah. It's so fast. And,
But I tell you on that note, what you're talking about, Rich and Tim, I actually just got in the bucket wobbler.
Bucket.
Yeah, I have one too.
Yeah, I got that in, and wobbler. You take that, you set that Martin classifier down in there. Man, you're just, and it's just as easy, same way. You put it down in there, you just shake, roll it around, you're done. You don't have
to. I bet your mine's faster.
Yeah.
It might be. I don't know.
What's a bucket?
I know really, it is.
Hold on, I don't want to change the subject. What the hell's a bucket wobbler? What is that?
You want to explain, Dennis, or you want me to?
It's what it is. It's I believe it's A&B Prospecting carries it, and it's like a rounded sauce pan that kind of goes on the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket.
Oh, okay. On the bottom.
Especially when you're dry washing, it's really good for dry washing because you can put the material.
Okay.
You just kind of, instead of shaking the classifier, actually holding onto the classifier, wearing your arms out, you just kind of roll the circle, circular motion.
I can picture this now. Okay, now I'm picturing this. Now I'm seeing what it is.
Basically an egg-shaped piece of plastic that slips on the bottom of a bucket that is wobble. And you can take it, like Dennis said, grab a hold of the top of the classifier and rock to your heart content. You can go in circles. You can go back and forth.
I gotcha. Yes.
Easy.
Easy peasy. Let me
really
see. Oh, okay. I'm looking at a picture of one right now. Okay.
Yeah, Keith actually posted one in there, and
that way I can see what the heck it was.
I actually got one at one of the gold meetings I was at. I got it for like $2. That was a steal. So.
Oh yeah, well, it's a steal if it's $16.
Yeah,
that's a heck of a steal, right?
Yeah, I was like, "How much?" He said $2. I said, "Sold."
Man, yeah, no brainer. Heck yeah.
Well, when we went to Arizona, Jimbo had them, and that worked really good for dry washing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Cool. I didn't know what it was.
It's good when you have water in it too when you're classifying also. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like you said, these bucket classifiers, they're just awesome. I mean, if you have never used one, I'd make one up and try it. You're gonna love it. I mean,
if you're in a state that you can't use a dredge and you can only classify material and run it through a cleanup or run it through a sluice box in the stream, this is what you need.
Oh yeah,
be able to put a shovel and a half in there, mix it up, dump your material, and keep on going. You can fill a bucket in no time.
Mm-hmm.
instead of using the other classifier. You'll be able to fill a 5-gallon bucket in no time.
Yeah.
And the priority out there is run as much material as you can.
Well, yeah, definitely. That's it.
And that will speed up the process big time, classifying your material.
Heck yeah. Very cool.
Helps it with the cleanup, too.
Yeah.
You can clean your cons while you're right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and before I bring everything home, like I said, I classified it on 1/8 inch. And then when I get home, I run it through my cleanup sluice.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the cleanup sluice, and we're going to get into the next thing right now, which is what do you do after you run your material through your cleanup sluice? Okay. Or, some people, what they'll do is they'll take it and run it on a water table, like Kathleen and them does.
Mm-hmm.
After they do their cleanup sluice, they'll run it on the water table. But what I do is I classify it 30, 50, and 100.
Right.
Same way. I classify it to 30, 50, and 100. And then what I'll do is I'll keep them separated, and I'll either run them on the water table or I pan. Most of the time, I'll pan. And I'll pan it out because you got to remember, you classify the material, all the material is the same size. You either have gold or nothing until you get down into the 100 mesh, into the 100 mesh, then you're going to have the black sands mixed with that size of gold. But it is so much easier. Classification is the key. It's so much easier to pan. If you would just try it once, you understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Try to pan out all material all at one time and see how long it takes you. And then pan out, the same size material and see how long it takes you. It's either gold or nothing. You can go through it real quick. And when I pan, I use a cheater pan. I have 2 pans. I have one, my blue pan, that's my cheater pan. And then I have my 1849 gold pan. It's my favorite pan. It's 11-inch wide bottom. And I'll pan it out. And what I'll do is I'll pan the first part of it and get all the light stuff off the top into my cheater pan. And then I'll pan the cheater pan out, make sure there's no losses. And then I'll pan the rest right into my cheater pan. And then I'll take the cheater pan, check to make sure I didn't lose any. And then most of the time I don't, and all my gold's right in my top pan.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll take another scoop. I do an ice cream scoop at a time, pretty much, depending on the material. Unless you're doing 50 mesh and 100 mesh, and then I'll back it off to like a quarter scoop. But the bigger material, like the 30 mesh, I'll run a half a scoop at a time, or a whole scoop, ice cream scoop at a time. That's all bigger material.
Right.
Easier to pan out. It's either going to be gold or nothing. Pickers or nothing. But once you do get it down there and you get it all panned out, or if you use a miller table and you have it in your little vial, what do you do from there is the magic question. What do you guys do?
Kathleen?
Would you like to go first?
Before I put it into the cleanup sluice?
No. See, basically, you ran your miller table and all your gold is in your vial.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Through the vial, what do you do from there?
Well, sometimes I just leave it in there, but if I want to weigh it, we will dry it.
Okay. How do you dry it?
We got our hands on the Gold Hog heavy duty gold tray, which I love because you can set it right on the burner.
Nice.
But make sure you use mitts or tongs because it gets really hot. Mm-hmm. And it's really smooth, and it's got a nice corner where you could just do tap, 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 and then it feeds it right back into the vial if you need it to go back in there, or it could put it right on the scale.
Oh. So you can use a little funnel and put it back into the vial, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and the gold doesn't stick to it, and it heats up really evenly and nice. I really like it. And Shad,
I'm sorry.
It was a last minute purchase, really. From the site, we had ordered some mats, and I guess you got a deal on free shipping if you spent a certain amount of money. So he just threw it in. It's one of our favorite little buys. I think it's like $20 plus tax.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty neat.
Cool.
Like to have one.
Okay, Ron, your turn.
Well,
Yeah,
How do
I've
you
done
do
dredging.
yours?
I classify to an 8.
Okay.
Classify to an 8 out of the dredge
Mhm.
because I don't have many cons using that Gold Hog map.
Mhm.
Then I use a little, after I pan it out, I just use, it's almost like a little small 3-inch diameter fry pan, but like for 1 egg or something. It's kind of it's not really Teflon, but I use that on a burner and it works real good. And if I don't have a stove to dry the gold on, then I use a little Bernzomatic torch and then just hold it underneath until it just dries the water off. Then just put it in a vial.
Okay.
Cool.
Dennis?
That's
Well,
it.
What I do on mine is I always just take it out of the vial and I put it in a pan. Now, what I've found that works, that I love even better now, is before I would let it dry in a pan, and usually I'd set it up on the counter the next day it's dry.
Mm-hmm.
I take my snuffer bottle and I try to suck out as much of the water out of the pan.
Right.
But now I dry it I dry it in my Gold Claw because once you dry it in the Gold Claw pan, you got that corner. You just really easy. You get it over in the corner and it just slides right out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
That's kind of basically what I do. I mean, I go from a snuffer bottle to my pan, to my either green pan, and I just put it in there and dry it out, and then I get it out from there into a funnel.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the main thing with it is just make sure that it's dry.
Yeah.
And Tim, I think you do the same thing, don't you?
Yeah, I just basically, like I said, when I get panned down to just the gold, I set it on top of the curio cabinet and let it dry overnight. Next day, it's evaporated.
One thing about the pan.
Well,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
What then?
I just say what was hard on me before was when I let it dry and usually your normal round pan, because the bottom of the pan kind of has like a little, it sits lower.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You make sure, if you're going to dump it from a regular pan, you had to always make sure you dumped it on a big piece of paper, trying to get it off there. That's why whenever I switched over to the Gold Claw, it was just so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That is a pain. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. And that Gold Claw makes it so much easier.
It's a little round pan. It's not very big. I don't even think it's 3 inches in diameter.
Oh,
and it works perfect. The only thing I was going to say is if you do dry it in a pan, any size pan, and you're using a Bernzomatic or a torch or even on the stove, when you do pour it out, be careful because the gold will stick to that bottom of that pan. Make sure that you let it cool, but you run over it with your fingers because you'll have some gold stick.
Mm-hmm. And also make sure it's not Teflon or, something that's going to cause it to sweat and have oil or something in it. And definitely make sure there has no oil in it. But,
Interesting.
And the question is, can you use a cast iron pan? If it's an old rusty one laying around, can you use a cast iron pan to do it?
Good question.
It would be heavier than heck, but
it sure would be.
I don't know why you couldn't, but
I don't see why you couldn't.
I've never used one.
I wonder. I got a small one. It's probably about 5-inch diameter cast iron skillet.
I wonder if the superfine gold, like the talcum powder gold, would get stuck down in the
little pores.
What about a seasoned one? You wouldn't want to use the seasoned.
No, definitely
not. I don't know. With, like Dennis said, it's got those little pores in it, don't it?
Right. Yeah. I don't think it's recommended.
No,
I don't think it would be a good one.
A smooth steel pan would be the best, right? Just
Yep.
Non-porous.
Something you could swish it around in while it's drying.
Actually, in all reality, unless you're a razor and get ounces and ounces of gold,
right.
For us, something a little small, like Ron said, 3 inches diameter would be excellent.
I don't ever get enough to worry about.
Yeah, I don't either. I just actually have mine. I still have mine in water.
I've never dried gold on a stove.
I go basically from a snuffer bottle into a vial with water that holds all my gold in right now. And of course, I don't have that much, but, I'm trying to get an ounce, but I'm getting close. And that's how I do it. And I'll deal with it when I'm ready to do what I want to do. I want to get 1 ounce gold bar is what my goal is I want to make.
Oh, that's cool.
When I get to that point, then I'll dump it into something, dry it out, and then weigh it. And when I feel I'm close enough, then I'll go from there. But for now, I just keep pounding it up and pounding it up and pounding it up. And
you want to make a 1 ounce gold bar, huh?
Yep. Almost like those Hershey chunks.
Well, just make sure you get a little more. Make sure that you get a little more than an ounce of gold when you do it, because if not, after you milled it down and everything in the your little crucible there, you're going to find out that you have less than an ounce. So always use a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say something else, but now I forget what I was going to say. But that's okay. It'll come to me.
Yeah, it always does. Welcome to my world. Yeah, that's the thing. That'd be cool. Make you a little 1 ounce bar.
I know what it was. Hold on. Now I lost it again.
Hey, you lost it again. I thought I helped you.
Yeah,
Making a gold bar.
Yeah,
it has something about vials or something. I can't remember.
About vials?
Yeah.
Darn.
Vials and vials of gold.
I'm lost. I'm as lost as you are now, Rich. Dang it. No clue. I don't know.
Me neither. I had a brain fart.
Oh, yeah.
It'll take a while to get it back.
Yeah. When it comes back, just jump in there and go, hey.
I'll write it down real quick so I don't forget. But that's basically what I wanted to cover,
Very cool.
Those 2 items. And
well, that's cool. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy your segment, Rich. Very interesting. And like I said, maybe you'll and think about doing that wetsuit one too. I think that'd be a good one to
that'd be a real good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to hear more about
I have it already written down.
Awesome.
So.
Good.
Especially with the cold weather coming up. Or here. It's actually here.
And if anybody listening has any suggestions of what they'd like to hear on Cooley's Corner, send Rich a message. He'd love to hear from you, telling him your suggestions, and he'll write it down, and hopefully you'll hear it some night here on Cooley's Corner.
Right, definitely. Side message me, let me know what you want me to talk about, or something you're interested in, or what I'd really like to do is have Darth or Ken come on sometime and talk about riffles for a DIY package,
Oh, a riffles?
Yeah, talking about riffles and how to build them for DIY,
Right, that'd be cool. Yeah, and do it the same way.
Because Ken's built many of them. Darth just built a set for his dredge, so, and he actually had a drawing for it. Ken has a drawing on the site, but actually Darth kind of redid the drawing a little bit, and he actually sent it to me. So I'd like to have Darth on. Well, maybe I'll have Darth on next week if he's available, and talk a little bit about that for a DIY again.
Okay.
Since Mr. Bogan suggested the DIYs, so and I don't know if I can do one every week or even once a month, but if I can get them, then we'll do them.
Right. That'll be cool. And maybe post the picture thing like you did this week.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. And he actually has one already, and I think Ken actually has one posted in there, and Darth can post one in DIY also of the same thing. He can either put it on Ken's post or he can start a new one.
Right. Well, Darth said he is available.
Okay. So, it's a date.
There you go. So next week we know what we're talking about.
Yep.
That's unusual. We know before it even happens. Nice.
Yep.
That'll be a good one. So if you're wanting to learn how to build your own riffles, make sure you tune in. It'll be a great topic for sure. Awesome, Rich. Thank you, brother.
Not a problem.
I really enjoyed that. On that note, let's go ahead and take us another break, everybody, and we will be right back.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit DirtHogPayDirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. DirtHogPayDirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
Hey everyone, I want to take a minute and talk about a centrifuge that's just been introduced by the Prospectors. It's called the Little Gold Spinner. They have 3 models. They have the Creekside, which is on wheels. They have the electric model, which can be used at home or with a generator. And they have the Prospector model, which can be set in a creek and up to 14 inches of water. They also have a wash box like a high banker attachment for the Creekside and Prospector models. It is compact and very portable. The Little Gold Spinner is made to run raw material, but is efficient enough to use as a finisher for your concentrates. It's been tested to recover 99+%. I have seen the Little Gold Spinner in the field, and I have seen it work. It does recover gold right down to the fine powder. The Little Gold Spinner is very simple to set up and run. About 1 minute of setup time with no leveling. Just set it and start running dirt. Clean out is very easy and quick also. Pull the plug out of the Little Gold Spinner and rinse your concentrates into your gold pan below. You have about 1 cup of concentrates to pan out, about 1 minute of clean out time. So be sure and check out their website, theaul.com, or you can give them a call at 574-326-5765. The Little Gold Spinner is completely made in the USA, and remember, if you're going to dig for it, get it all, theaul.com. All right, everybody, we're back. Man.
All right, I remember.
You remember? Go for it.
Let me do this before I forget again.
Do it.
All right, I want to talk a little bit about removing gold from a snuffer bottle.
Oh, okay.
Now, some of the new people that are not familiar with it, and there's a couple different types of snuffer bottles out there. Now, I do not like the round ones that are on top. Basically, what I mean, it's round just with a straw through it. And the reason why I don't, because when you go to tip it over, basically the gold will not come out of a funnel type tube because it's only a round, it has like a divot in there is what I'm trying to say. There's a ledge. Mm-hmm. And that gold will stay in that ledge and won't come out.
Right.
I usually like the snuffer tubes that have a cone-shaped end on them that are not round. Basically, most of them, when you take the cap off, there's a straw connected to a piece in there, and you have to pull that whole thing out. Mm-hmm. Some of the other ones just grab a hold of the straw and you pull them out.
Right.
I don't like them type because that has a lip on the inside. The ones that you just grab the straw and pull it out, mm-hmm. It has a lip on the inside. When you actually tip it over, the gold will hang in there and it won't come out.
Oh.
So basically, to be able to transfer gold from there, what you do is you unscrew the lid and take the straw out. And most of the time, they'll have an insert with the straw in there. You pop it out and then put your lid back on. And I take the vial, hold it in my left hand. I'll take the snuffer bottle and I'll guide them both together into each other. And then I'll stand it straight up on end. And I'll let the gold in the water feed right down into the vial. You can give it just a little bit of squeeze. But what I'll do is I'll let it fall down in. Mm-hmm. And then I'll take the snuffer bottle off, and I'll shake it up a little bit and let it settle, and I'll tip it over. Now, what you need to be sure is make sure your snuffer tip fits in the vial. Sometimes they make these little teeny-weeny vials that the tip will not fit in.
Right.
So you can't use them for that.
Hey,
but what I'll also do is I'll take the tip in there, and I'll shake the bottle, and then I'll stop, and you can see the material just falling down. And I'll keep doing that until there is no more to fall down.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Well, they make a little funnel for those vials.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Post a picture of that, Rick.
Get a vial funnel. Get a vial funnel, and then all you have to do is just take the top off the snuffer bottle and, with a little bit of water and shake it up and down like with your thumb or something over it or your finger, and then just over top of the little funnel that's going into the vial, remove it, and it'll all just fall right down in there.
Right. Dennis?
I was going to tell Rich,
They do make
Hold on, Ron. Rich, go. Dennis, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
I can say for some of the guys that are new to this, I don't know if you have a picture of it, Rich, post it on the main page. That way you could show them what you're talking about, because you are right. the ones with the lips are really hard to get that gold out.
Okay. Ron, back to you. Ron,
Oh no!
Okay.
I don't ever have a problem because I take the whole top off. I use
You just unscrew the
use
lid.
a vial funnel.
Yeah, with the funnel. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, it's they make a little vial funnel.
Yeah, I don't have one of them neither. I do it the Rich's way. I pull the straw out and do the tap, tap, tap kind of thing, and it comes out of there. Oh, we lost Rich somehow.
I think I've stopped using the snuffer bottle. I don't know why.
Oh, you don't use a snuffer bottle?
I haven't used one in a long time.
Oh, well, okay.
Well,
I don't know why.
get the gold out of your pan.
I don't really sit there and pan it. I'm just running material and going home and
Yeah,
cleaning.
she just takes it right from her dredge and classifies it and runs it on her water table. So, and
I'll
into her
clean
bottle.
out the top mat, put it back in my cons, and keep on going.
Yeah, and then when she cleans up, it's going right into her vial
Hey,
off her water
Rich said he
table.
lost power.
Oh, he lost power. Okay.
Yeah, he just sent me a message he lost power.
Okay, yeah, I lost him. I tried recalling him back. So, okay. He had a power failure. Wow.
That's probably right, too, Carrie, because you forgot them, Kathleen. Maybe.
Yeah. Yep, Miller table right into the vial. That's Kathleen's thing, sure. So, now I guess you wouldn't use a snuffer bottle.
No.
Man, I think I still got some gold in my snuffer bottle from when we went the last time. Because if I do a quick cleanup, I say, oh, let me just snuffer this up. And
I used to do that, but then I would just have snuffer bottles laying around, and I'd forget about them.
Right.
I just want to keep it all together.
Let them float downstream, stuff like that. Yeah, so, yeah.
They'd be in my car, and then I would,
So you just figure it's just easier to dump it back into your cons and just roll with
that
it.
way I have it all together.
Yeah, hey, if it works for you, that's all that matters. It's one less thing to worry about forgetting when you go, right? If you forgot your snuffer bottle, you don't even care. Don't matter. You're good to go. When you clean up, it goes right in your vial. So you're skipping a step. You know, It's never going inside a snuffer. Good idea, Kathleen. You know, heck yeah, way to go. Mercy.
Hey, I got a little shout out I wanted to give to someone.
All right.
Well, I got it on my mind I wanted to give a big shout out to Razor.
Uh-huh.
Now while I was pretty much down over the weekend, just laying on the couch, I guess some people would say I was stalking him, but I was going through Facebook and going on his timeline, check, because he puts up a lot of good videos. I tried to watch all his videos.
Right.
And he had one Facebook Live he did where he was dressed in a pirate suit.
Uh-huh.
And it was really, 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 really funny because he kept saying something about a pirate Dennis, and then he said, "Where's baby Timmy?" And it's one to go watch. If you're on Facebook, go to his timeline, check it out. It was really funny. I was like, man, I missed a Facebook Live of his. So, but I do go back and watch all his Facebook Lives. So,
oh, good. Yep, and he usually posts them here on the site, too, as videos, so they're usually always there. You can look at Razor's videos. He always does have some good ones. He posted a good one today of a multi-sluice clean out and stuff, so it was very nice. That gold is so fine. God darn. It looks like gold paint running down the pan, that he gets. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah, so much of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice way to say when he tips that pan up, it's just like a line of it running down. It's just amazing, the fineness of that gold. It's just like powder,
Yeah.
Could you imagine if that was even like the stuff that we find a lot of times?
Oh,
How
yeah,
much he'd
just
be
regular
getting?
fine gold.
Oh, good God. Man, because he does good. Razor does real good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gets a hole dug, he lays his nozzle sideways and just stands around and does a Facebook Live while everything else is doing work, man. He's got it made.
It's smart is what it is.
Yeah, I like that. He doesn't even have to be on he's just got a pole connected to his nozzle, and he can just move it around under the water.
Smart. Yeah.
That's why I plan on going visiting him next summer.
He's like, no sense in working hard, It's like just, smart move, Ray. Genius is what he is, I'm telling you. He's a genius. So, heck, I guess I could bring you guys up to speed on the little Gold Rush minutes now if you want. I could go ahead and do that.
Why, yes.
Why, yes. Let's do our little Gold Rush spoiler.
You know, I haven't been able to catch them on TV, so this is nice.
I'm saving you the trouble, ain't I?
Yeah.
It was another one of them weeks, Kathleen. It wasn't very exciting again. It's like, all right, when's the excitement going to start, you know?
Did somebody get into another fight, or?
No, nobody got no fights. That was the dang usual, let's see, equipment malfunctions and,
Yeah.
you know, the old...
Todd yelled at his son.
Yeah, Todd yelled at his son, hurt his feelings. His son got mad because he can't work with his dad. Wonder why. It's like,
I knew that was going to happen a few times.
He won't.
Apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah,
did
he won't let the boy run his own crew and run his equipment the way he wants
saved
to.
the day, though, and the son stayed.
So Parker's in the lead now.
Yes, Parker is in the lead. So I'll tell you guys that.
They only
in a
got,
minute.
80 some
Hoffman's
ounces, and Parker ended up getting 100 and something.
No, Parker got 251,
Todd got like
and Todd got 87.
87.
And Parker's still running the big machine that he built himself, right?
Well, he's running Big Red and Slucifer, and he just got Slucifer running.
Lucifer.
So he's running both of them now. He got, I think it was like 119 ounces out of Big Red and 151 or something out of Slucifer. So he just got that one running. So now they're both teams are
Did
running.
anything else happen?
Well, both of them are running too right now. With Tony Beats, not a whole lot. They finally went to launch their regular dredge, get it started for the season. And they're having a lot of issues with that. So they're talking about doing some upgrades. They
actually had ice in the pontoons frozen.
Yes.
They had to hire a guy come in to remove the ice.
And they're going to do some hydraulic upgrades. So that's going to cost them about $600,000 and a couple weeks of downtime. So you watch it.
Yeah,
for
they're putting new winches on the dredge.
Yeah, hydraulics instead of air operated. So it'll be quicker, easier. The whole 9 yards. So it makes sense, put the money in it. And so they'll be down a couple weeks with that operation, but we all know it'll be back up in no time. So it, like I said, wasn't a whole lot this week, Kathleen. It seemed kind of...
No, it's Tony's other dredge running.
That's when they was getting ready to start running it this year.
Oh.
And it had the ice problem, like Rich said, in the pontoons. It had... from all winter where water seeped in. They had a leak and had like 4 feet of ice in the pontoon. So they got that all solved. And then, we still can't run because we don't have no air for controls and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, okay. Well, so I think they're going to go ahead and fix it. I'm sure they are. Get that going. And they didn't show nothing on his other dredge, the one he's taking apart. So nothing on that this week. And
I think they're still waiting on trying to get the boat fixed
get that
so
barge.
they can take stuff down there, right?
Yeah, get the barge down. So they can start hauling it back. So, yeah, really, virtually, like Steven said, nothing really happened this week. It really...
Yeah, Razor, I was trying to find... I was searching on the internet why Beats let Cheeseman go, and if anyone knows, let us know, because I couldn't find out why he quit or what happened.
They're basically said on the show that he had other commitments.
Other contracts.
He had other projects he wanted to do.
Sure,
but I'm talking about the actual reason, though.
I don't know.
What it was.
I haven't heard nothing either. No, nothing at all on that. If, who knows? No clue. But, I'm not sure. So maybe we'll find out before the season's over.
Hopefully, because you could tell he was frustrated last year.
Well, yeah. I mean, he had a big workload. That's for sure.
Well, it sounds like Parker might have some problem getting some water to work his newly leased claim. Like Beat says, he says, where are you going to get the water from? Because it's all over on his property.
Oh yeah, right. That's a whole. I just wonder what'll happen with that. That's going to be an interesting subject when it starts. I want to see there.
That'll be interesting.
Well, I figure Tony will just charge him a percentage.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
One way or another, Tony will make his money.
Oh, he's going to make money off it somehow.
Smart thing, if he actually has to pay Tony for that water, is to get as much of it over there. Don't run very much material. That way next year, you've already got the water over there. Then you don't have to pay him anything.
Just build a big holding pond, right?
Yeah. Big holding pond. And yep.
Yeah.
Run very little material. And, yeah.
I don't know. That's a good idea, though. So maybe
not with a goal with 5,000 ounces, though.
Right, yeah. Well, he's got to get that 5,000. Well, he's definitely on his way. Like I said, a good week this week. And he definitely pulled ahead of the Hoffman, so we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully it's a little more exciting than last week. Last 2 weeks have been kind of you know. So we shall see. I mean, how many equipment breakdowns can you have? It's I like to see a little more than that, you know. So we'll just keep watching, and I'll keep giving you guys the spoiler alerts every Sunday as long as it's on. Anyway, right? I don't mind. Now, Ron, what about those metal prices? You got them up ready?
Yeah, gold is $12.73, up $7. Silver $16.84, up 9 cents. Platinum's $9.18, up $1. Palladium is $9.67, up $2. But yep, gold's going up.
Gold's a climbing.
You know, if it would just go up a little faster, it'd be great, and not fall back down.
Yeah. I still want to see 13, right?
Yeah,
that's what we're rooting for. Is 13.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see more than that, but that would be a start.
13 would be a great start. Let's see it hit 13, then we'll start saying we want to see more. Let's go. Well, 13 will work. All right, 13.
Oh, do we have a giveaway tonight?
Oh, I don't know. We might have. It's a possibility. I don't know if Kathleen can work on a name for us. I think our good friend over at MakeYourOwnGoldBars.com, Steve Hamilton. We're going to give away a gold pan vial and snuffer bottle, and this is available only in the USA, so sorry everybody, but don't ship out of the United States, so maybe the person that wins that tonight can really use a new pan snuffer vial. And the rules are, as always, if your name is called, you got 1 minute, 30 seconds to answer in the chat room that you are here. So, Kathleen, just let me know when you got a name, and we will play that music for Dennis.
Okie dokie, I have a name.
Let's hear it.
The name is Matt Hayes.
Matt Hayes.
TikTok. Matt Hayes. Say I'm here in the chat room.
Dang it.
There he is.
All right.
Finish playing it, though.
Oh, I'm gonna, definitely. Gotta finish playing it. Dennis loves it. Matt Hayes.
I know.
Congratulations, Matt. Rich is going to send you a side chat. Give him all your mailing info, and I'll get that out to Steve at MakeYourOwnGoldBars.com. And check out those awesome discount codes that we posted today as well. Or MakeYourOwnGoldBars.com. They have a lot more than just Make Your Own Gold Bars equipment, so check it out. I'm sure you'll find something there you could use those discount codes for. So
yeah, I was actually looking on their site. They got a lot of stuff.
Got a lot of stuff, don't he? I was shocked too. I was thinking, it's going to be just crucibles and stuff. Man,
right.
I was shocked. There was he carries a little bit of everything, so those discount codes are nice. So check it out. And
actually, Jaron posted on the site here how to get your gold in a vial in a second. So there's a little video he put on there for it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you there, Jaron. Let's see. Interesting. I don't know. Crazy. Let's see. So, Rich, you let me know when you get that. Kathleen, thank you for that name. And thank you to Steve Hamilton at MakeYourOwnGoldBars.com for that great giveaway tonight. And I'm trying to think what else. We will be starting a monthly giveaway here in a couple days on GPS, so everybody be watching for that as well. That'll be from our friends over at Gold Hog, so sure to be great. Don't know what it is yet, but we shall see. You will be as surprised as I am, I'm sure. So I'll let everybody know when that's up and ready to go. And don't forget, if you like what we do and you want to help support the site and the show, become a patron today. And we really appreciate the help. And we sure can use it, as always. The site and show needs it to help us bring more to you guys. So, and keep us going.
Yes.
For sure. And let me think what else. Oh, and don't forget, Shad will be posting that Crony Club outing video.
Yes, the long-awaited video.
Very soon. I'll do the voiceover tomorrow and get that to Shad, and then hopefully he'll get that done, and can't wait to see it. That's going to be cool. And let me think what else. I'm looking at my notes. Oh, don't forget, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Be sure to tune in to Tuesday Night Hangouts with Ed and Jess. Gotta be there on Tuesdays.
And you did a Facebook Live. And are you going to start doing that like the day before or the day of the show? Start getting back into that again, or?
Oh, I don't know. I may. I sometimes do. It's just a cord, and a lot of times I just don't have time. But I always like to. Just, you know what I mean? Just to remind people that we're on. We'll be here. So. Maybe. I don't know.
That was pretty funny what you did tonight. You dressed up and running the smoker thing, and you guys were dressed up in Halloween costumes.
Our Halloween edition. The same one we did last year. I think we'll do it again. Do it every year, the Halloween one. That's fun. And people liked it. So, Paul Jordan just asked, whatever happened to the T-shirt giveaway from a few weeks back from Amra? We are still waiting on the package from Amra. As quick as we get it, we will get it out to you.
They've had some outings and gold shows, like, back-to-back, didn't they?
Yeah. So, as quick as...
Yeah.
As fast as we get it, we'll get it out in the mail instantly. So, no worries. I know it sucks, but we're working on it. Trust me. I know our producer's working on that. He's stalking Shannon Poe. All right, Shad? Right. All right, let's take this caller. That's our good friend Toledo Jess. How you doing tonight, Jesse?
All right, how you doing?
Doing good, man. What's happening?
First, let me say hello to everybody.
Hello.
What's up?
Well, I wanted to call, and I heard Dennis you just mentioned that our show Tuesday night, we're going to have Jonathan Parrott from
Parrott?
Little Piece of Paradise.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's going to be Parrott, right. He's going to be our guest Tuesday night, along with your little buddy Dennis Dayton, the pirate with a lot of nicknames.
Oh, okay. I took it easy on him tonight because he didn't feel good.
Yeah, I know. He kind of sounded sick at first. He sounds a lot better.
He sounds good now. See, I think it was just a play, so I wouldn't pick on him.
No, it's not play.
I think it was more the concert he went to.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll get him next week. I'll get him next week. No worries. I'll give him a break once in a while. Yeah, he was singing Kiss songs.
Those two will be on. So just wanted to call in and let everybody know that your favorite little buddy will be on our show Tuesday night. So
good.
Everybody over here, come over and
make sure.
Also a call. It's a calling show now too.
Yeah, well, we like to always make sure everybody tunes in to you guys on Tuesday night, and I know you guys.
And we appreciate it.
You guys always tell them to tune in to us on Wednesdays and Sundays, and we like to return the favor, and we support you guys 100%. So, we just always want the listeners to go there on Tuesdays. So, if you're listening,
hey, I hope everybody caught the video I posted from the pocket pan.
Yeah, I did. That was pretty cool.
Cliff mentioned that you could use a little pocket pan in the regular size one. So I thought, let's see if it works. It worked.
It worked. Yes, it does.
It works.
It's a cool, neat little item. Like I said, I know you one, Dennis got one. Excuse me.
Yep.
I'd like to try one of these days. The pocket pan. It's a cool idea. It's something pretty neat to have.
It is, and
It's
really cool that it does fit in your pocket, because that's where I was carrying it around at the Gold Show in Indianapolis there, and I was jump in the panning drop there with that little one and show people, I can.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Yeah.
But it was definitely a good time. But yeah, make sure everybody tune in to our show on Tuesday.
Yes.
We'll mess with Dennis that night.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah, we will.
Please,
Thanks, Jesse.
please do.
Any ideas from the audience would be gratefully appreciated.
Oh,
I'll
be there.
No.
No worries.
No.
All right.
I'll be listening. And,
Okay. Yep. I just wanted to call and say hi and let everybody know that we'll be on Tuesday.
All right.
I
Thanks.
don't know where my buddy Ed's at tonight.
All right. Well, he's
You
somewhere.
know,
He's
AOL tonight. So.
taking a night off, apparently.
I
It
guess.
happens. All right, Jess. Thanks, brother.
All right.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, buddy.
Thanks, Jesse.
See you, Jess.
All right, here's another caller for you guys. This could be somebody we know. All right, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey
I
guys,
knew it.
how you doing? So Razor up here in Juneau
I
again.
knew it.
How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you, buddy?
Oh, okay. Well, just kind of called in and I wanted to ask you or ask you to take and think about another topic in your upcoming, Sundays or whatever, about this acid refining. I've been playing with it as much as I can. I've got a guy down in Seattle who's trying to help me a bit.
Okay.
And I didn't post it on the GPS site, but I also posted another attempt at acid refining again.
Okay.
And but this time I might have figured out what I did wrong with my. I've been having trouble with the melting the gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought one of those little tiny furnaces from Make Your Own Gold bars, but I've used it so much that it's starting to wear out.
Oh, okay.
And I think the other problem I've been having is a while back somebody told me not to use borax, when I get it down into that fine mud.
Mm-hmm.
And but I think that's a mistake. I think that's why it's not melting properly.
Right. Because I thought you always use borax.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
That's what I thought.
So anyhow, that was kind of, I just wanted to call up and
Okay.
kind of put a bug in your ear about, possibly getting a hold of somebody that's really good at that gold refining and give us all a few better tips on what we can do and,
Okay.
obviously cover the safety factor of it
Okay.
and then the proper disposal methods and
Okay.
all
Actually,
that.
didn't Jimbo
I'm
do
still
that
learning.
stuff before?
That's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah, he does that. He does do that.
Didn't Jimbo do that? He actually had a video with Scott. They did a video on refining gold using chemicals and stuff, and it was acid.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can talk to Jimbo about it.
Or see if we can't get somebody that that's all they do,
Right.
and get them on and see what information they could share with us. That'd be a great topic, Ray. Thank you, buddy. Definitely
Cool.
will. I will do that. Mm-hmm.
Also, I wanted to say you and your wife did look awesome tonight on your old Halloween special thing. That was pretty darn cool.
Oh, thank you, brother. We had fun doing it.
And then last but not least, I guess I ought to put a big shout out to our buddy Ron Harrison. We need to start putting a bug in his ear about showing us a little bit more about Bama and hometown.
Yeah, I think so, right? Mm-hmm.
It's time to break out the
Well,
ninja dredging. Well, he's kind of big to do the ninja thing, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just camouflage instead of ninja.
Yeah, he'd be a big
Can't do
ninja.
anything until we get this house done and we can move our furniture in it. So I just,
Hey,
I'll be
Razor.
in the river soon.
Razor, he's big enough. He doesn't have to do the ninja thing.
He's a big old ninja. Man.
All right, guys. Well, God bless, and thank you, Tim Grimes, for your wonderful program and all the work Shad and the Biffles do, and everybody does. I mean, thank you, Rich Cooley. I love your segment. And hey,
Thanks,
Dennis,
Ray.
You come up here, I tell you, I'm gonna put you to work on that barge, man. We're gonna get baby Dennis and make him grow up into be a big
That's
Dennis.
right, a big boy Dennis.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, guys, take care.
Take
Love
care,
you.
Ray. Thanks, brother.
Hey, Razor. Hey, Razor, before you hang up,
Yeah.
where was that picture taken with you and Chessman?
Right there in our front office at the body shop.
Oh, okay.
That's right there. That's the front
Just
office.
curious.
That's right up there in the front office of the body shop.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, I finally delivered that darn Ford up to Haynes, and lo and behold, what he did is he brought down another one to go ahead and get another one fixed. But it's a Toyota.
Oh.
So needless to say, yeah, I see a bunch of these folks that are dealing with that show up there.
That's cool.
It's just kind of fun. I enjoy watching it.
Nice. Yeah, we do. That's us. I enjoy watching it. It's always interesting.
I like seeing the gold.
Yeah.
I love gold.
See the gold. I love the gold.
Yeah, we love the gold. We about that gold, ain't we? Yeah, oh, heck yeah. Awesome, Ray. Thank you, brother, for listening and for everything you do, man. We appreciate you.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Ray.
Take care,
Good
Ray.
night.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
Awesome. Always
Hey,
like-
Ron.
Yeah.
Ron, the wife's sitting here right beside me, and she just sent me a message 3 feet away from me. She said, "Tell Ron to drink a margarita for me."
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I want to make a strawberry one. Oh, we got lots of fixins here. We're going to be getting into them. Well, the one neighbor that lives over in Georgia that got a really nice place. His wife has already been on us saying, "Okay, we got to hurry up here, get into the margarita." So we're going to be doing that.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, you guys know margaritas, man. Crazy.
Oh, Ron
crazy.
can make them.
Yep. Well, there you go. All right, I got Matt's address. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get that out to Steve, and Steve will get that out to you, Matt. Enjoy it. Post a picture, please. It would be nice. We like to see what you guys win, because half the time we don't see it. It comes right from them to you. So, yeah, please, definitely post some pictures. And Shad will keep working on getting that box of stuff from Amherst. We can get that stuff sent out. And what am I forgetting, guys? Anything?
I don't know.
No?
I
got nothing.
I would take that as I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I
Nothing here.
think we're
Say
good.
hi to Paula for me.
Let me make sure I got everything.
Oh, she can hear
covered
you.
Here. Let me just look real quick, like. Okay, that's that. That's that. That is that. Now, on that note, I think we'll just call it a night, and hope everybody tunes in Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for West Coast Wednesdays right here on Prospector Radio. And don't forget to tune in to Ed and Jess on Tuesday nights at 8 for Hangouts with Ed and Jess. So, on that note, good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.